Let's go.
Yo, what's up guys? It's me, the Ninja Reviewer here. Welcome to my review of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Season 6, Episode 15. That's 28 pranks later. It's just a prank, bro. Filthy prank! Alright, enough. I mean... Oh, fuck it. I'll just let the memes speak to themselves. This is... Alright. While that's going on, I will get to the episode right after.
Prank, baby! Yeah! Filthy prank! Filthy prank! You just got pranked, bro! Oh, my dude, you just got pranked! Bet you didn't see that one coming, huh? Fuck you! You just got pranked! Filthy prank! Ha! Got him! My nigga, you just got pranked!
Alright, so anyways, so this episode 28 pranks later is just basically, this episode is Rainbow Dash taking the pranks way too far. Now, I first thought this episode was going to be just Rainbow Dash being a complete, well, I don't know about asshole, but bitch, because she is a girl. Whatever, it's just pretty much an asshole in general. Like, the jokes are so mean-spirited, like, I actually agree with Dr. Wolf on this one. It's definitely mean-spirited. And no, this is definitely not the mysterious MARE 2.0. Like, everybody's thinking the same. It's like, oh, well, not everybody, but half of the people, the fandom, thinking it's mysterious MARE 2.0, etc., etc., it's vice versa. Not really, because in that episode, we had Rainbow Dash with her ego and with her massive ego causing major more problems in the city of Ponyville. So, not really necessarily the same thing. To be honest with you, I think this is a much better deserved episode than the mysterious MARE Duel, of course in my personal opinion. I think it was a much better representation of it. In fact, I think it did a much better job compared to that episode. Even though, yeah, I will admit with most of the episode, Rainbow is just being an asshat and mean-spirited with the pranks. You know, going around, prank! Like, filthy prank! Like, just like pranking the entire of the of fucking Ponyville, and it was just insane. Pinkie Pie didn't really seem to mind it though, but at the very beginning when she was trying to prank Fluttershy, I'm like, really, Dash? Really? I love you, girl, and all, but really? You're gonna prank Fluttershy out of all the ponies, the one that's actually very sensitive? Because keep in mind, back in the very, very, very early heydays of MLP, Season 1, Griffin the Brush Off, if you remember that episode, technically, Pinkie Pie says the following lines that let's not prank, Fluttershy because, it's very sensitive to her. And then, in this season, you prank Fluttershy. And that shit's not cool. Fuck you for pranking on poor little cute Fluttershy, honestly. I really did feel bad for her, getting spooked. And you know what? Even though she got scared, I'm actually glad that she got a little bit mad at Rainbow Dash. She was a bit crying, but at the same time, then she came like, wow, what a bitch. Like, honestly, like fuck you. Like, Fluttershy ain't having none of that shit. Like, fuck you. So, I mean, I don't know why, though, but Fluttershy just had to be like a tattletale until the main 6, and then fucking Princess Twilight. Speaking of which, where the hell was Starlight at? Where the hell was she at? I mean, maybe she's hanging out with Trixie somewhere, which is my guess. Maybe she's hanging out with Trixie. I don't know. Maybe that's, part of my guess, but that's I could think of, really. Where the fuck is she? Unless she's, studying some new magic spells or some techniques, then maybe that's a possibility she's training. Then that could be a possibility too. But again, at least we would have seen some sign of her. Is she even part of the main 6? I don't know. Is she even part of the main 6 anymore? Because it's like, it's fucking weird. Like, one minute she's there, and then the next she's not. One episode she's there, then she's not there. And it's like, what the hell? Like, I can count, like, let's see. 1, 2, 3. I don't really count 4 because she was only in there for like a tiny bit at the very beginning. And like, well, okay, fine, fuck it. 4. 4 times. About 4 times. It's about 4 times we've seen her this season. Only 4 episodes. Only 4 episodes we've seen her, and she's never returned after that. I'm assuming it's going to be something huge, like maybe she will return in something incredibly huge. Maybe, because there was this one title that could be the right title, I don't know, that may have to redo with Starlight owning her place in Twilight's castle, if you know what I mean. So maybe it's a possibility she's going to try to basically redeem herself and actually get her own throne and become the official main 6-7 clique or whatever, which is probably my guess. That's what's going to happen. I mean, I'm probably predicting that's probably what's going to happen this season. But, regardless, this season in general has been taking like a whole different turn. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. So basically, while the pranks were going a bit too far, a lot of people in Ponyville was really pissed. How the fuck do you put a brick and a sandwich? Dude, that's messed up. I could feel the pain on Mr. Cage. Jesus Christ. A skunk for a Cranky Doodle is actually kind of funny, but it kind of sucks because, hey, skunk smells do not come out that easily. I should know from experience. Anyways, so enough of that aside. So while everybody, was getting pranked on, apparently every pony was really pissed off. So they decided to actually pull fast one on Rainbow Dash. While Rainbow Dash had a prank of her own by having these like cookies that were made out of like rainbow coloring or something like that. I think it was like rainbow coloring, and basically it was to affect their mouths and affect their teeth. And she thinks it was her fault that Pinkie Pie was the one that was first infected, even though not technically she wasn't really. It was all just a huge prank, bro. Oh my dude, you just got pranked. Bet you didn't see that one coming. Okay, I'll stop the filthy Frank jokes, but honestly, they're way too fucking easy for this episode. So at the very end of the day, we see the cookies. But anyways, yeah, the cookie zombies, ponies, made this episode, and I thought it was actually besides funny, it was actually kind of creepy at the same time. For a prank, I will admit they were going a little bit too far out of hand themselves. But then again, that's what's good about it, because the thing is, it backfires, because it actually teaches you a very valuable lesson that, sometimes there's always good pranks, but then there are times where it's like a prank that gets way too out of hand and someone else, can get hurt and they don't think it's actually funny. So, yeah, even though the lesson, I will admit, was I guess predictable, but at the same time, it was a pretty good lesson. It's a lesson that, do take to heart. I don't think they've ever done anything like that in MLP, so it's a first, so I'll let them slide for that, though. But basically, though, I did like the whole, like, everyone's acting, the way they were zombies and stuff. I think that was actually pretty funny and pretty spooky, I guess, at the same time. So, yeah, so technically, when it comes to the episode as a whole, that's all I gotta say, really. So this review is gonna be mighty short. But, what do I think of the episode? What's my final rating? I'm gonna give it a good episode. It was good. I mean, if Rainbow Dash, if it was just an episode of just Rainbow Dash and, like, her pranks and shit like I don't know. If it wasn't for the zombie cookies, the episode could have gone downhill to a bad, but other than that, I thought it was a really good episode. Like, I thought the moral was actually really well done. So I'm going to give this episode a 4 out of 5. It was a very creative scenario, like with the zombie pony cookies, which I thought was actually pretty funny too. I thought it was actually pretty funny, like the way they actually had that, pretend to be zombies. Especially with Twilight, I thought that was actually pretty funny. Also, I really did like that one scene though, where it's like that whoopee cushion thing that Rainbow Dash did. And then technically, it kind of felt like, Twilight farted, but not really. But either way, though. I know that was a little... I know my bit of sense of maturity when it comes to that joke. But granted, though, still, I thought that part was a bit funny, though, but at the same time, I could tell it was a joke, though. But that would have been funny if they actually involved gas in fucking MLP, which would have been funny as hell. But anyways... That's pretty much about it for this episode. I'm going to give it about a 4 out of 5. I think my only prongs of the episode was a bit at the beginning about Rainbow Dash as being, like, really goddamn mean-spirited in this episode. It wasn't even funny. And not only that, though, and I guess my other problem was that the lesson and everything was, like, too predictable, but that doesn't mean it wasn't enjoyable. It was a good episode. Not great, not fantastic, definitely better than okay. So definitely, it's a good to maybe good plus. So about a 4 out of 5. So I'll let it slide. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. A very good episode of MLP. So just like last week, it gets the same score. Now, I believe next week is the Changeling episode that we're going to be getting next week. I believe it's that one, I think. Yep, I was definitely right on that. So next week's episode is going to be the Times We're Changeling. Now, that episode is going to be some hype, because finally, a Changeling. We have not seen a Changeling in so long, since the end of Season 2, which is actually very fascinating. So next week's episode is actually going to hype me up, because we get the actual Changeling, the same zoom-in screenshot shit that we saw back in the Season 6 finale. Yes, I am super duper excited for next week's episode. That one actually looks like it's going to be pretty good, wordy, and Spike's going to get his own song from what I heard, so that's going to be pretty interesting. So yes, and I believe we are going to be seeing Starlight in this episode as well, because I think I saw her in the promo, and I believe Sunburst. Yeah, I think we're actually going to see Sunburst in next week's episode too. Okay, next week's episode is actually going to be pretty damn interesting. I'm actually looking forward to next week's episode. It looks pretty hype. I definitely can't wait. We'll get to see how this Changeling is, and hopefully, I don't know if this means that, this Changeling was sent to attack the Crystal Empire again, like for revenge. I'm not so sure. Maybe it's just like a little baby Changeling that was like lost, but regardless though, I'm still pretty hyped though, just to see everybody there. And who knows, maybe the baby or Flurry Heart might return. The one that's not going to be DOP baby anymore, just saying. I still can't get over that fact that they took away. Oh, man. Maybe he'll be on some Naruto shit. Maybe they'll, unseal it and she'll be able to get control of it. I don't know. So, anyways, that's it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of this week's episode of MLP Friendship is Magic Season 6, Episode 15, 28 Pranks Later. And by the way, before I leave, yes, I know it's a reference to the movie 28 Days Later. So, just keep that in mind. Yes, I know what the reference is to the movie 28 Days Later. And the things with the cookies in their mouths are sort of like the infection things, like the defection disease, the zombie disease, and then they get with the fucking mouths half open and shit like that. So yeah, I pretty much figure it was that same period that we're going for. So yes, join me next time for episode 16, The Times We're Changing. I'm really looking forward to that one. So till then, that's basically it. This is the Ninja Reviewer signing out, saying peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky is the limit. And anime manga fans, keep supporting Rich Reno What You Watch, and bronies, bro who, brony on. I'll see you guys next week. And at least One Piece will be back next week. Thank God for that. So I'll have that and MLP to review next Saturday. And, of course, the greatness of Dragon Ball Super. So, yeah. Bye-bye.